Morning, guys. So we had a nice move on Bitcoin overnight. It actually broke out of this daily resistance. So now we technically have a an uptrend. We have a higher high on daily, and we now have a higher high on daily. So that is literally the definition of an uptrend. So looking at that now, obviously on that breakout, pretty much what we thought was going to happen was Bitcoin was going to break out and then suck the liquidity out of alts. And obviously we can see that with this really large engulfing candle on Bitcoin dominance, on that move. I thought yesterday Bitcoin dominance was starting to look bullish, and now, this candle's not closed yet, but, it's almost doubled in size in the space of 12 hours. So Bitcoin dominance looking bullish. Bitcoin is now broken out. I do think Bitcoin will continue to move higher and start to suck the life out of alts in liquidity. I think the USD value in alts will still probably grind up, but I think in terms of Bitcoin value, Bitcoin will outperform, causing alt BTC pairs to come down. Looking at obviously our target for Bitcoin is at this next sort of major high time frame resistance, but obviously we'll be going by structure. If it gets up there, and I don't think the structure looks finished, i.e. the wave count, which I'll get into a zoom in a minute. If I don't think that's completed or looks done yet, I might even raise this TP. So I do want to make sure that we have the finished wave count, which I'll get into in a second. Obviously overnight, or I'll get rid of dominance here. Overnight, we market bought yesterday on that sort of retest, on that retest here, and then we had set another order lower in case CPI spiked us down, and that pretty much filled as well, right on the reversal. It went like what did it go? It went 0.1% below that level and reversed. So we not only that, we got the lower order fill as well. Zooming in here, we also got that pullback of similar magnitude that I was talking about yesterday. I wanted to see a pullback of similar magnitude to the pullbacks prior. That also happened. This pullback was also of similar magnitude as these ones. So we got that, which was nice. In terms of the structure now, so obviously if we're looking at this as a wave 1, 2, and this is a monster wave 3, we also need to sort of decipher the wave count within this. So we're going to start with the most recent wave. So if we're assuming this, obviously these legs are the largest, so we have to count these as wave 3s of an extended wave 3. So it's starting to get confusing here, but we start by counting outwards. So we'd be looking at that as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'd be looking at this also as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where the 3 is at the top of that prior wave 5, and then also we'd be looking at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this. So as you can see here, there's still a fair few more waves to go still a fair few more wave 4 pullbacks to go. I'm actually gonna, and then you get the picture. These two also wave 1s, 2s, and then we can finally get a deeper pullback. So all these we're going to be expecting to sort of shallow pullbacks of magnitude similar to these pullbacks here, and then once they finally finish, we'd be looking at this as an even larger impulsive wave. So I'll change that, and then once all the wave 5s, all the 5 wave moves within this one leg finish, then we'd be looking at the larger pullback, which then would probably be deeper because it would be of a magnitude similar to this one, which is much larger than these ones down here. So once all these 5 wave moves within this larger wave 3 finish, then we'd be expecting a deeper pullback, something probably similar like this. And obviously where it happens from is still yet to be determined. Obviously we have a good guideline based on a high time frame structure up here, which is 21k. But if we get up to 21k and it doesn't even look like we've had the wave 4 correcting this move, then we would probably raise our target higher and maybe expect something like that. So we just have to follow. I'm just going to be looking, watching this structure closely and making a decision once we get there. Like if this just keeps pumping and having minor pullbacks on the way and starts getting close to our TP and it hasn't had any significant wave 4 pullback, then I will probably maybe only take profit on half the position on this one and leave this lower entry trade just let it run for potentially higher. I'll make a decision on that when we get there, but for now, you know, that's kind of the plan. We're talking into the future here, so you know anything can happen. This, you know, what I'm saying now, you know, my opinion on this might change, you know, as price action develops. If something happens that I don't think looks right anymore, but all the signs are pointing right now, as of this moment, to us being in a wave 3 up, and this whole structure no longer looks corrective to me at all. I was racking my brain earlier. Obviously, we were viewing this move down as an impulsive 5-wave decline. I was racking my brain, like, you know, how we can change our view based on that, because obviously that's now invalidated. So the only way I can see that is that actually this move here was probably the impulsive move, a nice leading diagonal, and then this choppy structure here, even though price went above the top of this wave 1, could potentially be a B, and this move down here was actually a C, and that would be an expanded flat. Expanded flat. Let me just give you guys. So that is basically an expanded flat here. So with the A, we get the A down, the B actually comes above the start of the A and then comes down. Obviously, we need to flip this upside down. Because this doesn't make sense in this context. We need the opposite one. This here. This is kind of what we'd be looking at. So we'd have that leg down. The B actually went above the start of that, and then the C comes down. That's pretty much an expanded flat. So that's kind of what I think is most likely the case now. So this was actually a wave 1, and this was a part of a corrective move that went above the top of that wave 1, which confused me because they are somewhat rare, but they do happen. So yeah, I'm pretty much viewing this as an impulsive move now on 4 hour of multiple different degrees. And yeah, that's the plan. Obviously, we've got some really nice, you know, 4 hour breakouts. Obviously, the daily is going to be a strong breakout. The range on today's candle is, you know, larger than any of the prior ranges for the last, you know, 2 weeks. So this is clearly looking like a wave 3 to me. That's just another mode of confluence. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to cut this off right now, otherwise it won't upload properly if I leave this video too long. So cheers, guys. Bye.